on the markets. Obviously, the pension fund is very sensitive to market behavior. We fortunately have just completed 2 years of very positive double-digit returns after the terrible loss of 08 and 09. It's very critical as we continue to move the fund forward and grow it that there be market stability and providing us the opportunity for growth. We saw what happened, yesterday in the face of continuing deadlock and gridlock in Washington and a tremendous market plunge. We're very much in uncharted territory and water right now, but certainly while there are many unknowns in terms of the impact on states and on localities and on important entities like pension funds. From my perspective, if they miss the deadline and they're not able to come up with an agreement and the United States defaults on its obligations, there's no good outcome. We may not be sure how severe and how negative the outcomes will be, but there's nothing good going to come out of it. So while there's still a number of days left, I think the focus should be on keeping the pressure on the leadership in Washington to come to a resolution. That to me is the only solution. So we're going to continue to add our concern and our warnings and give voice to that. Obviously, we're not alone. I know other state treasurers and state officials are saying the same thing. It really is important that there be a resolution.
Is there any change in the investment mix that you're looking at?
Well, keep in mind we're a $146 billion fund. We're not day traders. We don't change our asset allocation on a daily basis depending on what's happening out there. We're an awfully big ship, and we move deliberately, and we have confidence in the strength of our long-term strategy. So we're certainly monitoring the situation very, very carefully. But keep in mind, in the long history of this country, we've never defaulted on obligations. I would like to think that. As of today, there's no reason to think that history is going to change. So to suddenly do any radical shifting of our investments, which would take a long time to take effect anyway, would probably not be a wise investment strategy. The advantage of being a pension fund with a perpetual horizon is that we can be very patient. So our patience is being tested at the moment, but we'll keep our focus on keeping the pressure on Washington leadership to do the right thing.